Yes. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Good afternoon. Welcome to Under the Radar with yours truly, Heavy Duty and David Welch. I want to say special good afternoon to those of you locked on. If you're locked on at work, and if you're still at work, good afternoon to you. If you're heading home from work and in your vehicles, good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to those of you locked on in the maxis and taxis and buses and PH cars. Good afternoon to those of you locked on at home on conventional radio. And of course, good afternoon to those of you locked on the World Wide Web on social media via the Talk City 91.1 FM, Facebook, and YouTube pages. Right? Check it out. Share the live. And good afternoon to my beautiful island of Tobago, all my people over there in Tobago who locked on and listening. Good afternoon to you. And of course, good afternoon to those of you locked on in the Caribbean, those of you locked on in South America, in North America, in the United States of America, in Canada, in the UK, in the EU, in the United Arab Emirates, those of you locked on in Africa, in Asia, in China, in Russia, in Australia, all across the world. Welcome to the number one afternoon talk show in Trinidad and Tobago and the fastest growing talk show in the world, Under the Radar, with yours truly, FDT and David Welch. And of course, I'm here this afternoon with Kingsley. David Welch wouldn't be here with me this evening. Kingsley should be here with me soon, right? Other than that, I'm here by my lonesome, talking to you, right? I want to say thanks to my good friend Roland Stewart and Alex for locking it down, right? And of course, I'm going to go take you all the way up to 6 p.m. right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. So let's have a conversation today. And today, I am going back in some history today. So I have an editorial to do, so let me play this one time. So today, I would like to highlight some history that some of us may be oblivious to, and some of us might have the knowledge of. Today, I want to educate, or re-educate, I should say, the minds of my so-called Afro-Trimbagonians. Let me leave Tobago out of this. They are very intelligent people in Tobago. They don't take chin up. If it's one thing about Tobago people, you can only fool them once or maybe twice, but never 3 times. So let me leave them after this conversation. I want to talk to my Afro-Trinidadians who believe that for some reason, somewhere in the back of the brain, they believe that when a UNC East Indian party is in power, it's going to take away something from them that they never had, that was never even given to them. We, as a cosmopolitan, multi-ethnic, multicultural country, do not have a racial problem. We do not have a racial problem here. The only time racism wears a dirty, stinking, dirty head is when it comes to the P&M propaganda machinery that push their race-baiting, race-hating, racial agenda in order to divide and conquer the lower ethnic groups in Trinidad and Tobago. So let me give you some history now. And let me tell you that what you are angry for, what you are scared of, what you are frightened of losing, you never even had it in the first place. It was never given unto you. But for some reason, it was given to another ethnic group that neither the East Indians, the Africans, or the mixed race in Trinidad and Tobago have ever gotten, which is the equality and the share of our natural resources being distributed to everyone. That never happened. So let me go back. Every time another party is in power, you feel as if they come to take away your birthright. You feel that they come to take away what you don't have, and give it to someone else. You believe in your mind in the illusion that was painted by the PNM to believe that these people, these other races in the country, will take something from you that you don't even have. Because when you are asked what you're scared of, what you're frightened for, what you're vexed for, what you're hating for, why you don't even like them, and you will believe that you hear we will say, here is stupid answer you will give. Well, them don't like me. And I will ask you, what make you say that? And then you will come up with some one-off story about you that know about somebody who was living next to you, who was living next to a neighbor that had a East Indian family was living up by you, and they never used to invite them, never used to talk to you, or sometime you went and asked them for food or some story. Somewhere along the line where you went in a maxi and they didn't want to sit down next to you, or you went some one-off thing. Right? And when I ask you, well, what did you do about that? Did they burn your skin? Did they throw words at you? No. But because that happened, you don't like them either, because you know them don't like you. So some random person slight you, and you throw everybody else in the bush of that particular race. So here we are going now. You, with your selective outrage, don't even know that if you go down in a 1% area and just walking through, minding your own business, just walk through the neighborhood like you're just sightseeing, just walk as a black African person, and in about 10-15 minutes, if so long, the police will come and pick you up and ask you what you doing here. And they might put you in handcuffs and throw you in the jeep. And they might get a obscene language and a resisting arrest charge just for walking through these people's neighborhood. And you know what? You wouldn't feel slighted. They might get some next if you open up your mouth and say, well, I ain't doing nothing wrong. If you don't have a good explanation as to why you walking through these people's neighborhood, you might get some cough and some kick too. And throw in the back of Jimmy. You might spend a night in the cell. All that might happen to you for just walking through randomly. But you know, you ain't gonna see nothing wrong with that. You go want to know, you go blame the police. You go say the police just come and do that just so. But ask yourself, will the police do that in any other neighborhood? Think about it. Because they will see you in their neighborhood and they will call. And you'll be treated like an outcast by the same police. Whereby if you go through, if you walking through Lavantel or Port of Spain, North or wherever, or Beatam or see that, no matter time to study you, nobody, you can call the police and million time men come in. And this is what I am speaking about. Selective outrage. You have no clue or idea what you are doing, but you on the media. So let me give you some history. Every time an East Indian government is in power, Afro-Trinidadians prosper. I am going to repeat that in case you're opening a fridge door. This is facts over feelings. Every time an East Indian government is at the helm, Afro-Trinbagonians prosper. Every single time. Matter of fact, every time another government is at the helm, the people on the lower margin of society start to see the way any other government besides the PNM government, once they are in power, regardless of the circumstances of the country economically, the lower class, the bottom of the barrel, the bottom feeders, the ethnic groups that are left behind begin to prosper. So then who prospers when the PNM is in power, may I ask? Which ethnic group prosper under the PNM, may I ask? Is it the East Indians? Is it their so-called African base that votes for them religiously every time they go up for elections? Or is it the 1% and the Chinese in this country? Ask yourself. So I bring some facts here for you this evening. Imagine after how much years the man they call Stokely Carmichael, aka Kwame Ture, who was a well-known activist in the civil rights movement, a born Trinbagonian. He marched with Martin Luther King. He was there with the Black Panther movement. He went to Africa in Burkina Faso and different parts of Africa, and wherever there's civil rights movement, he will go. And when it had the 1970 Black Power movement in Trinidad, Eric Williams banned him and exiled him from even coming to Trinidad to support his own black brothers and sisters against the wicked PNM regime. He banned him. So you can't come back here, stay over there with your civil rights. Why will he do that? Why he didn't allow the brother to come to Trinidad? You know why? Because this brother was instrumental in affecting change. And so, when he passed, they made him a hero in the United States and put him right up there with Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Muhammad Ali, and all the rest of great black leaders, Al Sharpton and all of them. His name is recognized and went down in history as one of the people who fight for freedom for black people. Yet still, he was an unsung hero in his own home. His own home. Eric Williams write him off of history and write him and rip him away from his birthright. Because he was black and he was fighting for black people. No, he didn't want that. Eric Williams didn't want that. And it took an East Indian government under Basio Pandey to remove that act, to remove that restriction from Kwame Ture. A East Indian do that, you know. A East Indian government remove that ban, lift it, and sung him a national hero. And now in 2026, another East Indian government is putting a street that is named after him right here. The formerly Oxford Street will now be known as Kwame Ture Street. How come PNM didn't do that? If PNM so black, how come George Chambers didn't remove that ban? How come Patrick Manning didn't remove that ban? How come Dr. Keith Rowley didn't remove that ban and name a street after him? How come Siot Young didn't do that? Nobody, but the East Indians don't like you. They don't like black people. So why would they do that? It was Basio Pandey that gave the spiritual Baptists their day holiday. It was Basio Pandey that gave them land to build their temple and build schools and made Archbishop Barbara Burke a senator in our parliament. Why didn't Eric Williams recognize the spiritual Baptists in Trinidad and Tobago? Why didn't George Chambers recognize the spiritual Baptists in Trinidad and Tobago? Why did Manning recognize the spiritual Baptists in Trinidad and Tobago? Why didn't Keith Rowley recognize the spiritual Baptists in Trinidad and Tobago? But no, that all the black party. It took an East Indian government to do that again. My goodly friend and brother, Dr. David Muhammad, cried, went and asked for a piece of land so that he could build something to help black entrepreneurs and black youths come out of a life of crime and criminality. He asked for a center. He wanted to build something for the people in Laventille and Beetham and Sealots. They haven't had time to study David Mohammed with the black agenda. Man, the hell with David Mohammed under the PNM. Kamla came. She said, what the land? Look at it, take it. Go ahead and build a center. It took Kamla Pasabi Sessa, an East Indian government, to give the black agenda the land. Why? Why? But no, you saying they don't like black people. You saying that, you know. You PNM Trinidadians saying they don't like black people, you know. But why they do that? So then why they give the name of the organization, you know? The Black Agenda. And she don't like black people, but she give them a piece of land to build that Kwame Ture Center that is on the eastern main road in Laventille now. Helping youths. Kingsley. Good afternoon, my brother. Milk pon your mic here. True. Which one? Three?
Yeah, one, right. Two. Yeah. And Heavy, don't forget that she also make him a chairman. She also make a African conscious man who promote black agenda as chairman. Continue, Heavy.
Yes. She made him a chairman. You think PNM would even give Dr. David Mohammed a position in the party?
Heavy again. When the PNM come in power, they question David Mohammed land. They was targeting Heavy.
They was targeting, yes, I forget.
Good.
I forget.
History.
I forget.
And people like me and you stand up.
When the PNM came back in power, they started targeting the man for his land. The land that Kamala gave to him, they wanted to take it back.
Facts.
Facts over feelings here. We all it was on the media. When David Mohammed had us be fighting the council for that land there. That is not Kamala don't right to get that land.
Just because an Indian lady gave a black man to promote the black agenda.
They do what that. But we not seen, we seen Koki Eye. We seen Koki Eye. We Afro-Trinidadians who talking race seeing Koki Eye. That's what we seeing. We can only see one side. But I'm going to bring out some facts over feelings here this evening. I'm going to bring it up for them, Kingsley.
And I really talk about because there's feelings, PNM thing, feelings. Not no facts, not no evidence. Yeah. Feelings.
Feelings are playing with it.
And race.
All the emotion get the better of all it, but I'm bringing facts over feelings here this evening. After that, this same Kamala Prasad Bissessa saw a young lady, a young African lady, being arrested for thieving milk for she baby. You know what that woman do? That woman went to the parliament and said, what? Hear what? You see that? Babies doesn't be hungry in Trinidad.
She said no mothers must be thieving to feed the baby.
To feed the baby in Trinidad.
No
not in here. Not here.
Heavy, she said no mothers.
No mothers.
No mothers must be thieving to feed a child. Oh my gosh, what a mother.
And she bring the baby grant. She brought that baby grant to parliament and it was passed for the children, the babies and the mothers who can't afford to buy the milk.
Who take away milk from baby's mouth? Rowdy, the black man.
Tell them.
Who take away the milk from the black mother's mouth?
Okay.
Because that baby grant wasn't for people from Cuba.
No.
Or for Pinal. It was for Trinidad and Tobago. Heavy. Sorry. Continue.
Yes. I know. You can come in anytime, you know, Kingsley. You can come in anytime because you know the truth too.
Heavy, the Africans in this country, they get conscious when the UNC in power. Heavy. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Heavy, they lost conscious. When the PNM win, they forget with Africans.
They forget with Africans.
We forget with black people.
Yeah, we forget that.
But when you see that UNC in power, oh God, with Africans. We have to unite here. Jesus Christ, have mercy.
Every time, it's an epidemic. It's a pandemic.
It's a nasty, stinking game with them. Heavy.
Games. Let me continue.
Wait, my brother.
So, all these things, when the public servants was running up and down the place because they didn't get no back pay and they didn't get no money, all they was crying, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. We want we back pay, we want we money, we working hard. The last back pay all they get and raising salary was in 2013 under who? Under Kamala Prasad Bissessa and the UNC. If she didn't like all this, she would not give all of them thing. Settle all wage negotiation, and that was the last one I get. Rowdy tell her, HMM Imbert 001010101 4%.
If you pay that back pay, you have to leave it.
You got to leave your job.
Or lost your job.
Yeah, you got to go home. I will pay that back pay and send her home. All they come in to talk race, talk here. I am telling you, over 100 schools built, box drains, all kind of road, highway to Point 14, hospitals, campuses, DBA campus, children hospital, all these things were being built. And it had a construction boom between 2010 and 2015. And guess who was working? Guess who didn't have no problem because the salary sure when the month come? It was the biggest construction boom since back in the 70s under the People's Partnership government. And my people was prospering. But no. Or they went and voted PNM because PNM looking black. Because the leader looking like you. And after that, as he reach, we know the government. Tighten your belt. Go back to roasting breadfruit. Ride bicycle. Don't eat macaroni pie. That what they telling all you know. That what they telling all you. The idea is to get the rich richer.
So the rich will help the poor.
So the rich will help the poor. What kind of analogy is that? What is that? That is what all they was getting. For 9.5 years. He set on a platform. All they want, gimme. Get rid of that gimme syndrome. That we tell all the black people. Whilst he rape and plunder this country, over 140 something billion US dollars spent, and you got nothing. Hopes and dreams. But a woman could come in the emancipation celebration and ball, we starving.
You remember you.
We
starving today, but
we starving
but
today.
To feed us tomorrow.
How you starving today? Who have you starving?
PNM.
It's PNM are you starving? Why you blaming Kamala for what PNM do? Why you blaming the UNC for what Kamala and all are so stupid? How stupid and dotish all is.
They are.
Or they wait for 2-3 years to pass, you know, to say all right, they're long enough.
Yeah.
Let me cost them now. No. 1 year after, all they want, all they belly to be full because, and all they starving. How all they can blame the person who now come in for you being hungry?
Like PNM school. They went PNM school.
This isn't making no sense.
They went, you see that when people went PNM school heavy again heavy. These people get African conscious. They listen to Bob Marley only when UNC in power. When PNM in power, they want hip hop and rap.
Yeah.
They want dancehall music.
Yeah.
But they get conscious. They want to hear sizzler. They want to say black man power. Rise. What are the seat to the African community heavy? What are the seat?
Fitzgerald Etable Hines came on an interview on TV6 and said the PNM is not a black party. The PNM is an all-inclusive party. Didn't he say that?
Yep. Say that.
The man said, well, the majority of your supporters is black. He said, the PNM is not a black party. But yet you Afro-Trinidadian, only preaching race. When the UNC is in power, anything come on with Prime Minister mouth is racial for you. Oh, she called Rolly Aoreo. Oh, she went and say, you black people are the names of slave masters. One set of dotish talk. But what did you get? What did you get from the PNM that you believe that Kamala and the UNC is going to take away? What it is? Is it CPEP and URP? Is that all you are worth as Afro-Trimbagonians? You only worth a $5.50 a fortnight handout from the PNM government and a $87 or $89 a day CPEP work while you had to walk in the hot sun from 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock in the evening, cutting grass on the highways and byways and roadways. That is what you are scared of that is going to be taken away from you? You are saying to me, or you are trying to put in my mentality now that all you are worth by your PNM government is $550 a fortnight URP or $89 a day hot sun CPEP cutting grass walk, or a walk to go up in the mountain in the forest and cut trees. That is what you would. That is what you want your children to do. You want your children to do that too. You want your grandchildren to become that too. That what you want? So you don't want better opportunities than that? You don't want to be empowered? You don't want to remove yourself from the bottom of the economic ladder as Afro-Trimbagonians in Trinidad? You don't want that? You want to get up in the morning, go down by the gang, sign your name, and do nothing for the day, and when the fortnight come, you can buy a nipper punching or a half a punching and a weed smoke, and buy a bread and a jolita sea drink and a piece of cheese, and you go there. Because your money done there, no? That is it, money done there, no, Kingsley? Yeah. No put on your mic.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Definitely.
When you collect that $5.50, right? Now you ain't vexing no because you ain't do nothing for it.
Good shoot.
You ain't pass a broom, you ain't pull a grass, you ain't break a sweat. So you get a free $5.50 when the fortnight come, right? And you contented with that.
You see now, Heavy, the PNM supporters,
Lord,
they are lazy. They're looking for handout. And this is why Rowdy went Success School. And he told the PNM supporters at that time,
yeah,
every school bill, every road bill,
yeah,
all depend on the government. They clap and they say, oh God, well, they are right.
Yeah.
And it's not me Heavy. It is the government. The government had to build schools for the poor.
Yep.
The poor can't build schools for themselves. The citizen can't fix road for themselves. And he said every school, every center built, it built by the government.
Yeah.
But the citizen, it is time to wheel off the government. I was like, what kind of madman can say that?
Yeah.
What kind of educated man will say that? I said that Rowdy is a Dr. Dunce. I say he have to be a Dr. Dunce. Because you're expecting the people to build hospital. You're expecting the Africans PNM to build schools. They're broken.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the Africans in Success School, they clap him.
Yeah, they clap him.
Support him.
Yeah, yeah.
They say hallelujah, amen, Rowdy. You're saying the right thing. But she hungry. She big, so she bigger than Obi. But she hungry. Eat on your fat, Miss Lady. Eat on your fat. It will save you.
Right.
Because
so we want to go to the phone lines though, because I see the phone lines ringing. 6224911, 6224911. Before we go to the phone line, I'm play the disclaimer there one time. Wait this boy.
It's the seat and the games. Go ahead.
Any views or opinions expressed are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon, caller.
Good evening.
Yes.
So, I ain't talking about these PNM children, right? There are plenty UNC people who was working CPEP and things, who very displeased that they lost their bread, So the way I always speaking about this PNM children, like if it was the PNM people was voting.
Lie.
What bread is lost? What bread is lost?
The same bread they was using to mind the kids.
They was using the bread to mind the kids?
It might be valuable to you, because you sit down on a show there and you're playing Samuel L.
We go TV. We go.
No, I like to debate them.
Okay.
Let me explain. So that you come for me. You know me?
I'm not coming for you, and I'm coming to
No, yes, listen to me. What I was doing in the last 9 years. See that you know me.
No, I was asking a question. You ever see they have a radio show with 3 Indian men speaking down on Indian people? Always part of the problem.
So I didn't say that last.
Wait, hold on. You believe we speaking on African people?
Yeah, speaking on black people and masking it with TNM.
You
Say what
gain
they
us,
have
man,
to
here
say
time, boy.
based on black people.
What did I?
Samuel L. Jackson.
So what did I say to bring down black people? Let me hear.
You keep speaking about CPEP and UNC and keep talking about PNM.
So CPEP and UNC was uplifting black people?
But we are trying to tell you that it have UNC.
You ask your question, answer the question. You ask your question, answer the question, man.
Is CPEP and UNC uplifting black people?
It providing food in the pocket.
You understand what I'm saying to you?
I don't understand.
No.
Listen,
you wanna hire
I'm trying to listen, brother, forget about me. Listen, forget about me. And
will never use.
Hello. Nobody using nothing. I'm asking you a question. You want to rant? You want to rant?
Okay, answer the question. You ever hear 3?
He just want to rant.
No, everybody. He ever hear 3 East Indian PNM come out talking? So you have games.
I asked him a simple question.
The East Indian in the PNM quiet. They didn't say nothing in the PNM.
He believed.
Because them eating our food just like we, as you want to say it.
Of course.
The East Indian heavy. What? In the PNM, Rona, Senan, quiet.
Oh God.
Arari, I'm quiet. It's the Africans in the PNM, in the front line.
Exactly.
Penny and them.
Exactly.
Caller.
Yes, gentlemen, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, caller.
You know, fellas, these people are really in mental bondage. You know,
I'm telling you,
he's slave. He's a slave.
He believe because I bringing down European CPEP, I against my black
He's
African
a black
people.
slave.
And the sad part is nobody in the opposition, no politician in the opposition would dare not have the show and doing that kind of work, you know.
No.
Caller.
Not one of them.
Caller, you hear any, you don't be I'm a East Indian caller, but caller, you hear any East Indian in the PNM, I'm calling out any East Indian in the UNC. It's the black people doing it in the PNM.
Correct.
It's Camille doing it. It has so much East Indian in the PNM, eating and drinking in high position, and you come here to try to disrespect yourself. But
the thing about it is, Antoine Manning, or little correct me if I'm wrong, Antoine Manning introduced CPEP. And after they finished work, and they were supposed to run do some sort of classes or something to uplift themselves.
Yep. And it would end up in corruption. It end up with friends, families, and financiers getting CPEP contract, and they didn't even have no gang. They don't have nobody, or they didn't even buy a waka, but they get the money every month come, and they have a certain names coming down, right? With people who not even there. Ghosts.
Not really sad, but then I see the woman pose up next to 8-year-old pothole and people call him short fit, boy.
Yeah, but I don't want to change the topic. Thank you,
caller.
Yeah,
no problem.
Yeah. Caller.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
All of us remember Dr. Curley was the first Prime Minister to pull out the race card in 1970 against NZAC. And anytime an election is coming up, PNM love to bring out the race card. All you remember the Calcutta ship on Tobago for the THA election?
Yeah.
Well, right, guys.
I said that race talk. That all of this woman but race talk.
Race talk, guys. Since 1970, Dr. Curley created that. And them leaders and them just following that. All PNM leaders.
Yeah. Thank you, caller.
All of them the same way.
Well,
Have a blessed day.
Yeah, man. All right. Okay, I gotta go for a break, and then when we come back, we gotta go for the play and the news.
Yeah, we're going to the play and news.
So, keep it locked right to the Talk City 91.1 FM, people. We're going for the break.
And call again, Hull.
I'll be coming back. All right.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. watch on TTT, or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT.
WhatsApp us at 394-4911.
Good afternoon, caller. We are back.
Yeah, good afternoon, gentlemen.
Yes, good afternoon.
So, I'm about to give you all a little piece of history from my past in 1970. I don't know if you or Kingsley was born yet, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to disclose all your age on radio. No, the 1970, it had the Black Power riot.
Right.
At that time, black people, including Indian people is black people too, right? And they weren't allowed to work in banks and so on.
Yeah, we know that. Yeah, we had that history already.
Geddes Granger and all of them, right, with the Black Power leaders. After the march, the Eric Williams, you know what he did to quiet them? And I was part of it, so I could tell you. Eric Williams granted them a piece of land up Waller Field, right east of the racetrack, the Waller Field racing track.
Yeah.
And gave them a little bit of money to put up a building. Right? And these guys are the former the Black Panthers cooperative up there. Right? Mm-hmm. And that's what quelled them, and they should do whatever they want up there, you know. I don't want to go into that part. But that is what Eric Williams did to quell them, to quiet them, to put them away, out of the way. You understand? And it's after that, right, then black people got to work in banks and so on. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, thank you, caller. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, caller.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. So Kingsley vexed because he heard Dr. Rowley say to wean yourself off the government. Kingsley, do you remember that famous speech?
He's not in the studio, but go ahead.
Ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. What does that mean, Kingsley?
Kingsley not in the studio. He stepped out.
I know he's not in the studio, but I'm still talking
okay. All right.
Right. So at the end of the day, what we're actually dealing with is talking about we all coming together in order to build a better nation. There's nothing wrong in Dr. Rowley's speech. But I want to tell you something heavy. I've been listening to your editorial disjointedly because, kind of running in and out of things. And I heard you say a few things that I have some serious disagreement with. Let me tell you something. When Mr. Pandey first came into power, the first thing he did was to take a plant called Farmland Miskem from the place which is called Labre, and he brought it to Couva North. That was wrong. Because when the PNM was in office, the PNM built Point Lisas, and they built Point Lisas in Couva. Now, Couva has not voted for the PNM since Adam was a boy.
Eric,
yes?
I will not allow you to derail my program. Are they talking about the topic I'm speaking about, right? Or you call back?
You're speaking about why.
Because you're coming to talk about what Pandey did. I'm not talking about this. You know what I'm talking about? You understand what I'm talking about? You see what's in and out.
Let me bring in the community.
Let me bring it back on the reel.
When the UNC is in power, that the PNM people feel that they have some agenda in order to destroy them in one way or the other.
I'm talking about Afro-Chimbogonians.
Why they have that feeling?
So okay. Let me hear why they have that. Let me hear why you saying they have that feeling.
Removal of the farmland miscam plant from Labre.
And the entire people that affected the entire people, the PNM population, and the entire Afro-Chimbogonians.
Predominantly African.
So why Labre vote? So why Labre vote on Rowley? And move.
I'm making a point. You made your point. I'm responding to the point that you made. Right?
I'm talking holistically here.
Office again.
You realize that? Go ahead. You go ahead. Let me finish.
The smelter plant had to go. Nothing for Labre. Labre suffer again.
Listen
to me.
Hey, you there.
I can
so you can say about Labre.
Instances. I can name countless instances where persons of my African origin feel slighted by some actions that they have done. You came into office.
They feel slighted.
The majority of the people who get in a meager subsistence on CPEP are persons of African origin.
All right.
So you could just do away with it.
I can ask you a question.
You came into office. Let me tell you something.
No. Can I ask you a question? Hold on. This is not a monologue. It is a dialogue. I'm the show and I'm control of the show, right?
Yes,
I'm asking you a question, caller. Right?
Yes.
Why the majority, and you said it, why is the majority of the Afro-Chimbogonians in Trinidad have to rely on a measly 550 URP program and a CPEP program that have them on the bottom of the economic ladder? Why did the PNM not give them something to uplift them? Why they had us to give them that? Who created that? Listen. Who created, let me finish. Who created that problem where they have to come up with this program to give them this handout?
Because you must take care of the least in the society.
No, but why are they the least? You don't understand what I'm saying? Why it is Afro-Chimbogonians the least?
Because they are the least. It's as simple as that.
Why the PNM was in power? Listen, hold on. Why the PNM was in power, right, for the longest, from 1956 up until 1924, 60 long years, have the Afro-Chimbogonian base depending on something like URP and CPEP in modern time. Why?
Well, let me tell you this. In any society...
No, I'm talking about any society. No. Don't try to sidetrack the question here. I'm asking you, why did the PNM... I'm asking about other societies. I'm asking you, why the PNM, what had the country in 2 oil booms, that had billions of dollars playing with, allowed their voter base, the Afro-Trimbegonians, and left them to have to end up giving them handouts to survive. Why?
Because, I will say to you again, we have created programs for persons to access. You could lead a horse to water.
Programs?
Sometimes it's difficult to make it drink.
They created programs, Eric.
Yes.
That's the best you could come with.
Let me ask you a question.
Eric, that is the best. So when you're trying to tell me the PNM bankrupt for ideas to uplift people?
What do you think the UTT is?
I'm asking you, is the PNM... I'm asking you.
To make them relevant to the society in which they're growing up.
I am asking you, Eric, is the PNM so bankrupt for ideas? They have to come up.
The PNM never bankrupt of ideas.
So why is their voter... Listen, you don't understand what I'm saying or no? So why is their voter base, why is the people of Afro-Trimbegonian descent not being right up there with the rest of the country, and they're still at the bottom of the economic ladder? Why?
There are many factors
that had to
depend.
What is the many factors?
PNM for it.
So,
right?
So we don't want to blame. So you want to blame the UNC? So do you want? So okay.
So let me tell you something.
Okay.
Anytime you want to lift yourself up by bootstraps, you need to have an education in order to do that. Whether it's tertiary education or some academic pursuit.
Good. I agree. So who was responsible for giving education? You already said PNM get education. So who was responsible for giving them education?
Hear what was happening there. There was a professor called Professor Bartholomew, and he was tired of it. You know what he said? When they go
You're switching the goalposts. I don't want to hear about Professor Bartholomew.
Why you want to be a doctor? Why don't you want to take
I don't want to hear about one man. Stop trying to deflect. Eric, stop trying to deflect. Because I can't get down the rabbit hole, no. I can't get down the rabbit hole. You want to go down the rabbit hole? Let me go down the rabbit hole. No, let me go. Why? The same PM was responsible for education. Can you blame it on education now? So who was responsible?
Yes,
but you know, the people was
avenues for education, because it's education that will move you from zero to hero.
Eric, it didn't make no sense. Enjoy your afternoon, sir. Let me get somebody else a chance. Because you keep switching the goalposts. Caller.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, brother.
The PNM talk about narco trafficking, right? And she mentioned how businesses closing up that was involved in that and whatnot, and the majority, I think, right? So is the public to believe that how Hilton closing now? Would they part of that?
All right, caller. Thank you very much. Lost that call. Good afternoon, caller. Good afternoon, caller.
Good afternoon, my brother. How are you going?
I'm okay. Go ahead.
Listen to me, Heavy. Do not allow these clowns and them like Eric and them to be holding on to the time on the station, please. Oh, God. They're just wasting time. Right? Let Tim Eric know the early 70s with us as young people go behind the bridge. You know what Eric tell me? Anytime you vote for injustice, you must stop at and dash, please.
Yeah,
how wicked these fellas and them was.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
How wicked he was.
Yep.
You understand? So that Eric come and paint all kind of nice picture and we call it. You understand? If they wanted to help the poor class of people, especially in their community, they would have lifted them out of URP and CPEP. You understand? They would have lifted them out of that. Right?
Thank you. Thank you, brother. And this is exactly what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. Why we put on this music here now? Why? People calling here to defend CPEP and URP. Like if that is all there is. Like all they know. Oh, they take away the bread. They take away the bread. The UNC take away the bread. you have to ask yourself. Here you have to ask yourself. Why am I, or why my people who look like me was put in a situation where they'd have to depend on the PNM government to give them a bread? And that is the question that Eric don't want to answer, because he knows that if you keep them dependent on your bread, you control them. You can tell them, you want to keep on getting your bread? You have to vote for me. Keep them begging for scrums, whilst you and the 1% and your friends and families and finances eat the whole cake. And they take off a little bit on the scrums and they sprinkle it on the ground and let it fight for it. Brother calling here to talk about me and I on a radio station getting paid so I could talk so, because he want his bread. You want your bread. You want the crumbs. And you don't want no cake. You contented with that crumbs. You contented for crumbs. 145 billion US dollars spent in 9.5 years. And all you get is crumbs. You heard it right here on the tape with the 1% woman saying, Mommy, Auntie, we have gotten too much under the PNM. Too much we got, Auntie. But are they cussing Kamala, cussing the UNC? We worry crumbs. We don't want nothing else. We want give me back with ERP. We give me back with CPS. We want crumbs. And the East Indian people was working in CPAP, my brother. They are also at the bottom of the economic ladder. Yeah. Why are you coming here and calling the radio station to defend your people from getting crumbs? Where's the empowerment and the upliftment of our people? Why didn't PNM put things in place so that we wouldn't have to depend on crumbs? Why? You talk about education. You blame the people for not going and get the education, so they have to give them programs. All that is on the hands and the backs of the PNM who say that they have given people PNM education. And Trinidad and Tobago is the only country in the Caribbean that have half-day schools. And where did they put the half-day schools? Which are called junior sec? Where it's scientifically proven that 3 to 4 hours at school is not as good as 8 hours at school. But they give our people 4-hour school morning shift and 4-hour school evening shift and expect them to compete in the job market with children who had 8 hours of schooling. Why did they do that? You're not asking yourself that. No, you're not asking yourself that. You want to blame the people. 60-something years of the PNM and their strongholds is the most neglected the most dilapidated, don't have proper water, don't have proper electricity, don't have proper toilet facilities. People still use a latrine. And riddled with crime and violence. That's some mic off. That's some. I'm putting the mic.
And heavy after 50 years, they know to tell them when we get back in power, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna see about Olio.
Yeah. Yeah. You never see about them for 6 years, but now you want to get back in power, you want to see about them.
They lying to them.
They keep telling them that. Kings, how long you hearing that?
Every election,
I hear that since I small.
Every time they lost.
Every time they lost, they want to take care of you now.
Yes, every time they lost. And PNM people that are buying it. And they're buying it wholesale too. They mind retail. They are buying the mess and the rubbish from the PNM.
I am saying URP has been built on blood of the lives of black Afro-Trimbegonians in Trinidad and Tobago.
How much of black brothers die for URP? How much of them die because of that?
Because of the gangs. Yeah. The URP was responsible for sponsoring.
Yes. I endorse that.
I don't even know what to start.
Many of them heavy.
The URP program.
Heavy. You remember Tongue was on fire because gangs used to meet up gangs. Gangs used to meet up gangs.
Most of the war that started for URP.
Yep.
The gang warfare in Trinidad and Tobago started for URP. Because one section was Muslim and they say if you're not Muslim, you can't get a URP work. And next section, so we don't want that. We don't want to join a Muslim to be no European. The next section was Rasta. And all that bacchanal took place in Lavantil and East Port of Spain. Started with URP. And this is long before CPEP came into the mix. Mm-hmm. The amount of people that get killed over the years for URP. Because it was like this. If you want to control the gangs in your neighborhood, then you have to be the boss in your neighborhood. And if you're not the boss in the neighborhood and you have an ex-boss, in order for you to be the boss, you have to kill the boss. And then you have to try to kill all the rivals who want to take over the neighborhood to get more gangs. That was all about, you know. And then it turned to government contracts. And this is where the snowballing effect started. Who created that? So the brother who only talking about how to take away bread.
Yeah.
Brother man.
It's heat.
Give back that bread and give it life.
He make me cry in my heart by everybody.
Kingsy, he not from Lavantil where we from. He not from Mova where we from. He not from Beaton where we from. He not from beyond Port of Spain, East Port of Spain where we from and born and grow. And we know what's going on inside of there. Right? He only talking because he hear people on social media talking in nonsense.
You have an idea.
But bread. Some people when they get our money, it's not even them own.
Yeah.
Let me explain you what has been happening for my years. When they get your URP check and they go and change it, or you get your card, you have to go and bring $300 for the person who put on your name. So you need to put about $200 or $300 for yourself.
Sometimes all.
Sometimes the person want all and they tell you, all right, give me this fortnight and next fortnight you go get.
You get something.
So you're working a whole month for $600 or $550 according to how much it is. Right? A whole month.
And when is a holiday?
Yeah.
You ain't getting paid.
You ain't getting paid.
Say that to 4 something, 3 something.
Yeah.
2 holidays, 3 holidays in the fortnight.
Yeah.
In the fortnight.
You
ain't got no money.
You ain't gonna win no money.
3 something.
Yeah. Right? And the person have 100 names and them collecting that money when the month come. Think about it. One person collecting $300 from every person they put on and have 100 names. Eh? Every month. Some people have 1,000 names. So every month them going away with $300,000. The most 100 them getting $30,000 every month. Or every fortnight. And what do you do with that? What the boss do with that? Okay. But all coming here to defend it.
Take it.
I'm going to take the phone call.
Because they want to have the young black brothers killing each other.
Caller.
So that they have to defend that.
Caller.
To give the 1% a free reign. Cut off that.
Caller.
In 2015, after PNM election, the next Monday after, they put out every single people from every single URP. They packed all the documents and box on the pavement. And don't talk about Vigo Martin. And some 11,000 CPF workers, and they open it back and they take the friends, the family, and the finances. I know them things directly because I live in Vigo Martin, even Patna village in Vigo Martin. So I know what I'm talking about.
Yes, brother. Thank you. Kingsley, anytime, and I seen this on the show decision here, anytime them programs, URP and CPEP and thing come back from my people, you understand? Under this government, I'm not supporting this government. I'm telling you straight.
Heavy.
Because I don't want my people to get that.
Heavy.
I don't want that for my people. I'm glad I get rid of it.
What PNM like is to see our community blood.
They don't care about
They did nothing to stop the blood in our community. They have no track record of stopping this blood.
Yes.
The program that they brought out to replace CPEP and URP with Kidisha Amen.
And POS.
Yeah.
Just came across on 95.5 news. People ain't get paid endless fortnight. People ain't getting the money heavy.
You know why? You know why?
Why?
You don't know why?
Why? She blame it.
Hold on. No. Ask if you know why.
You know.
She blame it on some.
I never. Oh God! I'm just asking you if you know why.
Leave it there. Listen.
Yes or no? You know why?
Leave it there. Listen.
Amen. Spoke on 95.5
Leave it there. Leave it there.
Leave it there. Introduced the money.
Leave it there.
There was a problem with
Leave it there.
So then why you come in here? Why you come here to spread propaganda? Leave it there.
Spread fake news.
No, it came up on news.
95.5.
No.
Don't call the radio station here. Leave it there.
Well, then you listen on that radio station. Don't call it. They promote your next radio station. Let me take this call here. Let me take a thing call. Forgive me, WhatsApp callers. Caller. Hello?
Look, this station you call. Unknown PNM propaganda station.
Hello?
Unknown, looking for the ills and the wrongdoing. What's up, caller?
WhatsApp call, boy.
You try a known PNM station who looking for the wrongs and the little upset to talk about it. That station, let's do. And looking for the bad, looking for the little mistake to talk about the mistake. Nothing good there. Take it.
Caller.
Good evening again. Have you corrected everything you're saying? I must admit it. What the PNM treated their own people, they're very correct with that one. But the problem I have is that this present government could have weaned the people off of CPEP and thing, because now you have a host of new people they're employed doing the same cleaning the road and things, and the older ones gone home. So it's harder now for the ones who was there before. So right now they have nothing coming in, financially speaking. Right? They have children, they have lives, they have everything to continue to. So it's a very tough decision. She was correct about what she did too. But she was to win them off, and that is all I say. That's all I see it. So to get them at 6 months, let them teach them some course or some kind of thing, and wean them off, and let them know that they won't be hired after the closing of the program. And I think that might make more sense.
All right. Thank you, caller, but I will tell you something when I come. I will tell you something. I'm going to take this call on the WhatsApp. Caller.
Yeah, evening, fellas. Evening.
Yes, good evening. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get now because somebody's how to do the thing on the side now. So again, problem with the WhatsApp. Go ahead. Yeah.
All of you on a learning curve, partner. Yeah, what happening? You see that fella, Eric? I'll tell you what to do. The next time he call with that nonsense, ask him why it is. PNM have ruled or was in government for 50 years, but the Afro-Trinidadian is not the 1% of Trinidad and Tobago.
Nice
Brother,
question.
You can't ask leave it there nothing because he only has one statement.
Not leave it there. Eric is saying that.
Okay.
Eric, yeah.
I thought leave it there. No,
Right?
Yeah.
Right. So you had to ask him that.
Yes.
And you had also had, and you see all of them were talking about CPEP and URP.
Yeah.
Right? Nothing wrong with CPEP and URP, you know. You had to ask them why it is these people work in CPEP and URP so long.
Yeah.
And they pay didn't go from $90 a day to $209 a day.
Exactly.
Right? And the next question you have to ask them is why it is CPEP and URP haven't become multi-million-dollar companies that running programs in Trinidad, training people and making money and turning the average Trinidadian into millionaires. I could give them the idea to do that.
Thank you.
But you know what? They want that.
They don't want that.
They want to run. They want to go by PNM. As a PNM. I have no cat and I have no dog, but as a PNM.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
That's what they want. Wow. I was working among months of them. You know when they walk up to me and ask me? They say, yeah, like me. I say, why I wouldn't like you? She said, well, I don't know. I tell myself, yeah, like me. I say, the only reason I wouldn't like you is if you're a male. I say, but nothing wrong with you. Why I wouldn't like you? Because he's a female. You understand? And there's a little black girl asking me that.
Thanks,
you understand?
Thanks,
you gotta understand. There's something PNM did to these people and them, and they put it in the head that every Indian hate them.
Yeah.
You understand?
Thanks,
and you know where that come about. Where that come about from? That come about because I asking people. I say, so why nobody have a trade? Why none of all you have a trade? Conversation.
We have plenty of people on the line, so thank you very much. You gotta go.
Give me. I don't know. Pick up the and press up the thing. Press it off. Yeah. Give me the gunshot dinner, please, boy. Because but because we're going to see you heavy, you're going to get emotional heavy. You're going to get emotional too.
Right now, all the lines blazing. Just some callers. Hold on.
Heavy. Just to show you how PNM do not like their own.
Mm-hmm.
There was a caller by the name of Brother Blues.
Yeah, I remember Brother Blues.
Heavy, this man defend PNM.
Yeah.
To the dogs, to the heaven. You know that this man dead with his foot up in the air crying for help by the bodies here?
Wow.
Crying for help. He was a supporter of the PNM. A black African supporter. Heavy, you remember Tallman? You remember Tallman's story, Heavy? I wouldn't go into his story. But you remember that story? PNM do not like their own black people. They use Olio.
I remember Jaja.
Oh my, is that the one?
Maki.
Oh my gosh.
Archbishop Mordecai. I remember this one from Cocoreet. I remember
Mr. Cocoreet, I think.
Yeah. All these PNM supporters, all of them who
calling on the radio.
Yeah. Fighting for PNM.
Polly, all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it doesn't heavy.
They die like paupers, no kind of commemoration, nothing.
And they want me and you die like paupers too.
Yeah.
Did you call that the call?
Yeah.
They want me and you die heavy like pauper. They want us die with broken. Because they don't want us to have nothing. They want us to call. David, take it.
Yeah. Caller.
Yeah, afternoon, gentlemen.
Yes, good afternoon.
You said something the other day, and you enlightened me. And I don't want to say you really educate, but maybe you educated me and many others. You talk about what an import license is all about, right?
Yeah.
There's a gentleman who's no longer with us, but you had maybe cut your teeth, or you have acknowledged that you've listened to while you were cutting your teeth or coming up in talk radio. And that gentleman, and I think I have the audio, if I could find it, I will share it with you. But that gentleman said that he wanted to import a certain provision or commodity into Trinidad, okay? And he was getting the runner wrong and he's getting problems.
Yeah.
And he went to Dr. Eric Williams. And Dr. Williams said to him, well, there's so much that I could do because I've given licenses already to X, Y, different people and so on. And in that, what the gentleman said to Dr. Williams, then what is the sense you have in power and you do not use it? Well, lo and behold, a week or two later or sometime after, not only did he get the license to bring in the specific commodity, but also he was then appointed to some committee for small businessmen. And you know who that person is?
Who's that?
More PNM than anybody else. George Umbala Joseph. So, the pieces all come together, about what's been going on.
Yeah.
And he said to him, well, what is the sense having power if you do not use it? Now, I also said to you when you first mentioned that when it comes to bring in cloth, because this specific group, far from the cloth business. Now, they didn't have to touch it, right? But they were given the exclusiveness to bring in cloth. So, now, your eyes are opening up now, and the world is becoming now the global village and digital. In this digital age, information is so easily accessible now.
Right.
So anyway, I just wanted to share that bit with you gentlemen. And the crumbs word on another frequency, which I wouldn't name, someone was saying, well, while it was only crumbs, I heard a listener to another platform saying, well, but at least we had crumbs. It wasn't much. And this is the best we deserve. Crumbs when you could get a piece or maybe the whole cake, depending on the situation.
Yep.
Nah, boy.
All right. All right, baby chum.
Anyway,
thank you very much.
Take it easy. Thanks.
Plenty people, boy. Plenty. Caller. Caller.
Cut him off.
All right, I have a voice note here. Motherfucker, I have a break to take. Right, so I gotta go for the break. I'm going for the break, people. When I come back, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna come back with your calls.
Go and eat some KFC and stop calling you now.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes.
Kingsley, I put Europe right there with social welfare what is getting in America. You see that welfare thing we have in America? Yeah. I put it right there. Right? I believe Trinidad and Tobago shouldn't have that. Welfare is supposed to be for people who are really disabled, have mental problems. What welfare is really for? What social development is doing right now? Yeah. But once you're able, and you have an able body, if all your hand good, your foot good, your head good, everything, nothing wrong with you. You want to sit at home and collect $550 every fortnight for doing nothing. I'm going to tell you what that is cost. And I'm going to give a little testimony here. At the age of 16 years old, I went and got my ID card. Because where I'm from, that is the norm. So I went and got my ID card at the age of 16 years old.
I say you school gonna get work.
Yeah. No, it's not a get work. What's a get URP? Oh, yeah, no, someone seeing, you know.
I know you're older than me by some years.
It was for URP.
Oh my gosh. That we went to get we went to get anything for heavy.
I went to get my ID card so I could have given to the leader of the community my ID card to collect my little scrums, my little scrums when the fortnight come or when the no, you never used to get on a fortnight. The first fortnight is the man own.
Yeah.
The next fortnight is yours. Right?
So you're talking from experience.
I'm talking from experience. And I, along with my friends who are around my age or a little older than me, that is what we was dependent on. Now, back in those days was in the 80s, early 90s, right? That little money could have gone a long way because life wasn't so hard. Not to say life wasn't so hard. It wasn't, cost of living wasn't so hard. It wasn't like no. You can still buy doubles for $1. You understand?
Yep.
So the little money used to come in handy for me. But I'm telling you no. Because of that, and I did that for almost 3 years. I did that till I was about 19 years old. Right? And because of that, I sat down on my royals and I didn't go nowhere looking for nothing else. Because
free money.
I was contented in my mind, right? Not to be ambitious, to go and look for nothing else because I was getting that.
Wow.
And guess what made me go and look for work?
Tell me.
Government change and the close only program, or they give somebody else.
Yes.
So that person who I was getting from ain't getting no more. So I ain't getting no money no again. So no here no happen. I had to go and look for something else to do.
But heavy that time you could have bought pants with that money and a jersey. You could have time back in the days. The money was better a long time than now.
What I really want, the point I want to drive home here is that once you become dependent on that money, you become a piper fit, you know.
Yeah.
Hear what? To make sure that your name come down on the fortnight come. The man in the area used to tell you to go on errands and things for him and they go in, you know.
Yeah.
Just for him to come down. You understand? It had women became ladies of the night for that. Because the dependency was so high. Without it, you feel like you wouldn't have nothing. A young lady who I knew pretty well, Kingsley, was working CPEP. And when the government, this UNC government, closed down the program, she came to me. She said, Heavy, I vote for UNC and look what I do. No, I don't work. I'm too churn to see about. You gotta help me. Okay, no, they're saying I support the UNC, so I had to get something for them.
Yeah.
I say, how long you working CPEP? She says 7 years. I said, 7 years you work CPEP for? Is she here? I said, where you living? She said she living by she mother, but she 2 children.
Wow.
And she worked CPEP for 7 years. I say, where you bill? What you mean what bill? All right. Where you buy? What you mean what buy? I say, buy a stove, you buy a fridge, you buy where you buy? You buy a living room set, a TV. Yes, you know. She said the money that she was working for was just to mind she and she children and pay little bills in the house. The only thing she had to pay the rent because she buy she mother.
No one tell you she buy Pampers with that money.
Listen. I still don't worry, I will call you. And I home scrolling through social media on Instagram and saw on Instagram Domino's Pizza hiring. Right? And I sent it for her. She said, no, listen. She said, everywhere I go and do with this.
That's you're wicked.
Listen, I said, go down there. They're looking for workers. And I know you could cook. She could bake and thing now.
Yeah.
Right? You have experience. Go. And I tell she had to do a resume. I say, all right. And I get somebody to do a resume for she. And I tell she go down there. She went down there, Kingsley. Yeah. And she got through. And she get the job. She started as a cashier. And she ended up in the kitchen dealing with the baking of the pizza, right?
Okay.
Kingsley. 3 months into that job. You know what she tell me? She say, Heavy. Lucky thing I did CPEP. Because I working for 3 times the amount of money I working for in CPEP here.
She making overtime too.
And not only that, because she's so good in the kitchen, the promoter.
That she
and raise his salary.
Yeah. Committed to the job. That's very nice though.
She say, Heavy, if I didn't leave CPEP, I would not never end up here.
She used to just go CPEP and go back home.
And not only that, wherever we make, she can carry all the pizza and fish children.
Come on.
Eh?
Come on.
She say, I'm able now to do things I couldn't do when I was working CPEP.
Yeah.
I bring that testimony to say this. When you in that dependency syndrome, it is hold you down. Your potential to get something done or go and do something else or go and learn something else, because your brain only focus on what you get in, you become a piper for that.
Oh yeah.
People would understand, they're only watching the money. I don't want that for my people. I want betterment.
Maybe they're cussing you right now, no Heavy.
Let her cuss. You want to know why they're cussing? Because there's pipers for that program.
Heavy, they're mad with you, no Heavy. They're mad, Heavy. They're
mad. They're vexed with me.
They're turning the radio.
I'm going to tell you something.
Look, the slave. They're saying, look, the bottom Indian, African on the radio. They're cussing you right now, Heavy. They're cussing you. They're cussing you. I know what I'm telling you.
Kingsley. When Moses went to freedom, they cussed Moses.
Oh my gosh.
When Jesus went at the people and tell them, turn away from your wicked ways and follow me. They cussed Jesus.
They never did.
They cussed Jesus.
PNM people never did. No, evil.
The
even
people,
wicked boy.
Even the great Harriet Tubman, when she went, she said, I free many slaves, you know. Yeah. I could have free plenty more. Oh God, everybody doesn't know they were slaves.
Leave it there.
Let me go to the phone line now. 622-491-11, 622. Let me go to the phone lines.
They know they were slaves.
Expressed are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates. Call Talk City 91.1 FM now, 622-4911. WhatsApp us at 394-4911.
Caller.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Effie, I have a testimony with that same CPEP thing, right?
Yeah.
Listen to the story. It's not long. I'll try my best to do fast.
Yeah, you go ahead.
My cousin used to work CPEP from since CPEP start.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin now about 6 children, right?
Yeah.
She she come when the CPAP closed because I am a UNC supporter and I just make it loud to everybody. Right? I just tell them songs. So you know I just have to battle.
Yeah.
So anyway, she come and she tell me, CPAP closed down and she complain on this and that and the other. I said, what you like to do? She said, hey, me what I like to do. I said, what you like to do? What time what you can do? What you like to do?
Yeah.
Yes, I went and do a course and I just do soap and things. I said, so well, then do that and make it. And see what will happen. Try it. If you have a skill, try your skill.
Yeah.
You can't sit down and say, CPAP closed down and that is it for life. You have children.
Yeah.
All our children are bigger now, right?
Mm-hmm.
The next week, my girl come out. She come with powder in them nice little bottles, and then she come with soap. She come with cream. Well, I guess she say. Plus, all of my customers and them give her sale.
Right.
Plus, all of the people in town who sell and give her some sale. Heavy, you know, 2 weeks after that, my girl come and selling me. You know, what I used to work for in CPAP, I making it in a day now. I say, but you want to sit down and talk about doing gain and nothing. I said, nobody has to gain nothing. I say, get up and get it. You understand? So a lot of people sit down here and depending on the people and talking about people and they have skills where they can do things.
Correct.
But they're just so accustomed. You know?
Yeah.
That they don't want to get up and change their life. And I am very proud of my cousin today.
Yes.
That today she's in a little business and Aryan and some taking in the little powder. And sometimes real nice things the girls wearing. Yes. Nice powder, nice cream, nice soap she making for herself.
Happy to
wear that skill was all the time.
And if I know what sponsors I come and support you too, I will come and support your business too.
Happy to
Happy, this is super.
I know the super. On Charlotte Street, don't worry yourself. I'll come and look for you. Yeah, don't worry. Yes. All right, good.
Right?
Yeah, man.
Blessing. I'll have a blessing and continue doing. And have the next thing I want to tell you.
Yeah.
Don't be discouraged, darling, and feel people in the ghetto, people who are accustomed voting, fear them and opening their eyes and seeing all over the ranting and raving and empty vessels make the most noise.
Yes.
All over the ranting and raving and talking about on Facebook and all that is because they know they need to be heard because they're losing. The youth is not like the youth from before. The youth and them seeing what's going on.
All right.
I just pop my radio hard and let people listen to the program, my children and the partners and the friends. And now that it's so different. Right?
Yes.
So all of us will come together and we will make it better again. Now you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Thank
you, darling. Thank you. I'm super lady on Charlotte, man. Thank you. Caller.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, me and his program.
Yes.
Good programming.
Is the ghetto?
That is what we are to do.
Is the ghetto here, you know?
Yeah.
It's the struggle of the black man in the forefront. So all the future and back and end up as people. This is what the country has to know. And I want to say the things really maybe I tried to call was Brother Bruce. It wasn't Solomon. Brother Bruce is the one who ended up in getting nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't Solomon.
No, good. I know what I'm talking about. Have you know too?
And I still waiting for
the heavy friend.
And the counselor from Mova to start to talk about the lower Mova school, the primary school, and stop using the venue on the Ladium and paying a big set of rent for decades. We want to stop that. Let me work on that. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago.
The reporter.
All right, reporter. Thank you very much. Plenty callers on the line. Caller.
Yes, gentlemen. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Under the last 10 years, under the last government, we were supposed to have less ghettos and more professional opportunity specials. You understand?
Yeah.
Rather than be dependent on them. And then at that point, they're supposed to be, the same opportunity supposed to be saying, no, well, we will prosper under the PNM. So as that when the government now let somebody else prosper.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be singing that same song. And you know what has bothered me? It have young girls that used to go to school when I was going to primary school. They end up working CPAP. They lost their work and them another mango tree whole day, you know.
Oh. All right, caller. Plenty callers on the line. Just so, baby champ, I just want to say something. If you was a supporter of the PNM, and the PNM was in power 9 years, and you still poor, right? Then where's support?
And you're still hungry.
And you're still hungry, and you're balling for CPAP and you happy? Then your belly supposed to be full.
Heavy. Here they say.
9 years your party was in power for, and you still poor.
Here they say, Heavy them sell out for small money. Heavy and Kingsley. And them serve a small money. Yeah. I wouldn't be poor though.
Let me tell you something.
I wouldn't beg all you.
Kingsley. Under the PNM, for the people who feel I now reach here, when I was on that radio station, the Kingsley, the next frequency.
The Kokia station.
Right. When I was there, right? I was there under the UNC, under Kamala Pasabi Sessa and the People's Partnership. I was there still. Right? And I was talking for country. I didn't join no party. Kings, you know them time I was no party member. I was no member. Mm-hmm. When the UNC and Jack Warner fall out, what I did?
ILP.
I end up in ILP with Jack Warner
and me.
Yep. In the 2015 election, I went up in Laventille Smova as a candidate for the ILP. Right? I came back on the radio station after election, and when PNM came in as the new government in 2016, they make sure I leave the radio station because I'm not talking for them. Right?
Yep.
And since that, in 2016, in 2017, in 2018, in 2019, in 2020, Kings, you know what I was doing?
Hustling.
Peep, 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 move. Working taxi.
Thank God no more of that.
Kingsley, you
if
know.
You feel like it, go out there. If you feel like it, I ain't go out there. Thank God. Hot sun,
blazing in the hot sun.
The police coming out to watch for the police.
You get ticket
out there.
All there, everything. Really? You had them hustle and go out there and make it.
Me?
That is what I was doing when COVID came. And you had to only go with 2 passengers and 3 passengers. You can't afford the car.
Bite my finger again if I would PNM, boy. I bite my finger again, boy. I cut off my finger again if I would PNM. You're crazy.
And every little work I get, I gotta work in the corporation. They come and get rid of me. I gotta work in the education. They go and tell me stuff I am. Me, the fight me, you know.
PNM fight on their own heavy. This is what PNM do. They fight on the black people. They don't want the black people rise. They want to stay poor. They want to call them because here we're going to go with them. Them now talking about we, right, Effie? They're poor. They don't have a job. They're working nowhere. They still have stone on the roof. They're still going on the outside toilet. These are the kind of people who costing me, no, Effie.
Yeah.
These are the kind of people, when they check the daughter have 5 children. The daughter have different children.
The son holding gun. The son rolling with bad man and rolling with numbers.
People costing me, no, Heavy.
Yeah.
That piece of cockles. The channel himself have got youths. Okay, Heavy. I wasn't stupid. When I come to the PNM, they treat me nice. Right in the UNC, they treat me nice. Me not fool. Heavy. I leave school early. And I leave my mother house early too. I never blame the system, Heavy. I never blame the government, Heavy. I never blame nobody. I never finish school. And today I am doing good in my life. I am building a house. I have my own vehicle. I have made things. I am doing good. I never blame Heavy. Understand what I'm saying, Heavy?
I understand what I'm saying.
I leave school early. No hope. Heavy. No hope. And thank God. Thank God. Look at me here now. Stand up tall. Heavy. I see my friends going out there doing snatch and chain.
Yeah, just so baby chump.
What kind of thing? I see my friends doing out there, Heavy. These are hungry. I can't pay food in my belly because I leave home early because when we was going up,
they
say if you want to pay man, that's how I learn. Leave him on the house.
Yeah, madam.
And the way you lay your bed is the way you lie down on it.
Right.
And from that, everybody I get that, go with me. Well, once I was out there.
Yeah.
And today, I could say, after 30-something years, no police, nobody come and say, look your son out there.
Yeah.
Interfere people. I'm proud, Heavy. I'm a proud black man, Heavy. I'm a proud, Heavy.
You might never have a communication to get no bail.
I am proud,
and
Heavy.
all kind of thing. Yeah.
They talking about me. A woman from Dugo Martin called Mommy. Oh, she went gone. Oh, and she cussing me every day.
Yeah.
My mother proud of me. Heavy. My mother proud of me.
Let me hear baby chump say now. Baby chump.
Fast. You're always doing that.
Yeah. Good afternoon again, Kingsley and Moses. No, just kidding. Hey, let me tell you something. you mentioned yesterday, just not a point of correction there, but just for the record, when you said about I think they call it HDC now, I knew it as NHA back in the day, right?
Yeah.
That the only place in the world that has lose money and mismanagement, corruption.
Not the only place, the only housing company in the world. Because in
the only housing,
the only housing company in the world that lose money.
Okay, all right. And
remember, nothing in real estate is lose money. You know, real estate always going up, land always going up, property always going up. You understand? Real estate is our money. Anybody, even the cartel, know when they have drug money, wash it in real estate because it's always a profiting thing now. People always want somewhere to live, and land and property always have value, right?
Right.
But the AGC in Trinidad and Tobago is the only housing company in the world to lose over $1 billion under the PNM. Losing billions of dollars.
Could train
and have nothing.
We could train with that some of the mismanagement, incompetence, and corruption too, if we need to, right?
Yeah, we could.
That contribute towards.
Well, that contribute towards that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, well, the reason why I say, well, not only as the only public housing company in the world, you have good company. Go in certain parts of New York, look up the Auditor's Report General, and look at the demographics in New York. And you know Kingsley who run in New York. Look at Los Angeles.
Chum,
and you want to see
Baby Chum.
Yeah.
For some reason, you're throwing off what we're talking about because we wasn't talking
all right,
about that.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if you want to go down a different road because you don't like how we talking about CPEP and Europe or something. I don't know.
No. The key word that you were saying here is that the only public housing company that loses money.
I said that since earlier this week.
Thanks, Baby Champ. Even line depend but thanks.
Yeah, okay. Can I show you?
All right.
You're throwing me off.
You see, Heavy.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no problem, Baby Champ. No problem at all. You see, Heavy. As a young person, Heavy.
Yes, I have a voice. So you have to play for the longest one.
As a young person, Heavy, at the age of 15 years.
Heavy and Kingsley and TNT. You know, what came to my mind as, great editorial, great history, Heavy. I have learned a lot of things. You are the one has caused me to go and search about different things that I didn't know about you and Mr. Clyde Nunes. But as I was talking about Oxford Street, something came to my mind. The UNC giving the Afro-Trinidadians, the renaming Oxford Street for somebody who they could look up to, remember. But the PNM gave them Charlotte Street, Chinatown. When they go Charlotte Street, you see that big dragon.
Yeah.
Great is the PNM.
Yeah.
But caller, let me correction, Heavy, please. Because I don't want to say we are twisted long here. That was the Paul Spring Corporation who put up that sign there, Kwame Toure. And I find that sign shouldn't be there. Charlotte Street should be named after Kwame Toure.
The Charlotte Street instead of Oxford Street.
Yeah, Oxford Street too high. Nobody know there. Nobody talking about the.
I think the reason why they put it, he was originally from Oxford Street.
Okay, but
that's
still,
why they named the street after him.
Name the whole street, Frederick Street, Henry Street. Give Branagh Street now. Give Branagh the old Africans and them who do good in this country.
I be honest with you. I agree with you, Kingsley. I agree that our heroes the streets in Port of Spain and San Fernando should be named after
them. Where's Queen Street? Where's Frederick Street? Where's Henry Street?
Who's them? Old colonial. No, to be honest, Queen Street now is named after Penny Coliseum.
Right.
Which won the Miss Universe.
Right, that good.
Right. And but Frederick and Henry and
Edward
and Edward and
Penbook and Pen.
Yeah.
Who's them?
Who's them?
What them do?
You never do nothing for me. Go to the phone lines out. Caller.
Yes. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, man, as you enter topic day. My word, local election coming up. You're going to hear Penny and them saying it again for the second time. They're going to bring back URP and CPEP. The people and them want to hear that. That is all they want. That is all you could give them what? Right? Then one way they could get up in the morning, they go out there in the district, they stand up and they mark up people business, You understand?
Yeah.
They come back home, they sit down, they lie down, they call her daddy, they drink their punching, they smoke the weed. You understand? And then when they get Friday come, they get paid. They in the club lineman, they go in Pennywise, they buying nails, they buying this, they doing that, and then we set the Indian. That is what it is that them want. That is all them want.
Yes, Kola.
And you are repeat to sit down home, yeah, and when the fortnight come, you do so, you sign the form, you have the man half, you keep off, and then good with that. That is all them want, and nothing else against them. But for the government, make that change, and they want it. Why it is that Rowley couldn't do so? The pitch lake, we have a living money chest then, where you could create downstream industries for construction and for the automobile and house use, right? We could create real employment. Why couldn't do that? Something like that, all the money that is spent, open little factories where our people working on a 2-shift basis. You get a nice salary, you get a job letter, go to the bank, get a loan, build a house, buy a car to big up yourself. No, they just want to kill people now because all they know is to keep people away so that they could gain power and feed the 1%. But I'm glad your man said, and some of them I still wouldn't know me then. So fellas, keep the fire burning all the time then, from 9 till 8 o'clock every day, from Monday to Friday, on 91.1, the best and most listened station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
Thank you, then.
All right, thank you, Kola.
And I'll make it clear. We don't call in here and talk about you went and listen to I and think we go cut you off and we go ban you. Don't come here and promote no radio station.
Yeah,
None.
Yeah.
None. We don't hear we hear over there. Keep it over there. Don't go and listen over there, then come here. Right? Because nobody listening over here, go in there. We staying right here. 91.1 FM. Talk City. We gotta get right. We must get it right in the country. Heavy.
Yes. Go ahead.
Nobody could tell me, Heavy, that they need education to make it. I'm an image of a product. That's me a bright boy. But I have common sense. And I understand right from wrong.
I learned a long time ago, education is not the beginning.
All these millionaires do not jump over them. I think they finish school.
Nah.
I think they went the best. That school. The children going the best. So that school. But them never went the best. So that school.
Yeah.
They had this common sense. They could have used their hand. They could have think. They could have check. They have business thought. Caller.
Caller. All right, caller not ready yet. Caller.
Heavy good day.
Yeah, good day.
You hear me good today?
Yeah, I hear you good.
You remember, as I say, for local elections, you remember how UN, when they were in opposition, they had to take that PNM to court to bring the local government elections that was constitutionally due.
Yep.
And they didn't hold it. And they had to take them all the way to the council.
Yep.
People must remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
But this time, because local elections due next year, all them people will talk in it. All of us. And the last time, when it was constitutionally due, and PNM was in power, they had to take that to court. It come 2 years after because they win the matter. Thank you.
All right, thank you, caller. Brooklyn.
Hey, Heavy, good afternoon to you, Kingsley, and good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes, good afternoon.
Heavy, I don't know if all you see, Philip Alexander was just doing some things there, cleaning up all the housing and things, the HEC houses all around by the bridge and all over the place. He doing clean up, trying to get people in some proper looking housing and trying to fix things that the PNM haven't do in the last how much years?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I turn on my phone and I see a press conference going on with Plumhead Camille, or I say Bobby Head, number 2, just like Rowley. She on a press conference saying that the UNC is targeting people in these houses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because these people are them now, the PNM had a kind of lottery going on where they would give houses to people who don't need houses. I want you to listen carefully how it works, They would give people who don't need, who already have houses, but they would give them houses. And then people who get the houses now going to sell the houses for a way higher value than the property itself. Now, if you giving people houses supposed to be for poor people, right? So you giving people who don't need these houses in order to get a back piece of money where you go make a piece of money. That was also a reason why poor people wasn't getting houses after all these years that apply for HEC house, they don't get it. Because under the PNM, right, the UNC trying to clean that up, because Kamala Prasad and them doing a thing now where if your family member who had a HEC house died, you have to now reapply in a way to make sure that, yes, you really need this house because there's people who's homeless need houses. So the UNC trying to fix things. You know what? That woman come out and say, the UNC making it hard for people who want to continue living in houses from the parents who had owned it before. When she also say in the end, these people now, when they try to sell the house, how you could sell a house the government gave you? How you could sell something that belonged to you, the government gave you that to live in because you was homeless or you didn't have? How you could turn around and get that house, then sell it, which you really didn't need a house. So Camille and them really need to check themselves because they're playing smart with foolishness. And I want only look into that too. I want the UNC look into that because she had a press conference today saying that UNC making it hard and the people and them who's selling these houses never really needed it in the first place. It was the PNM trick. All right? How you going?
All right. Thank you, Brooklyn. And with that, we had to go for a break. Right? Keep it locked right here to Talk City 91.1 FM. So we're going for a break and we'll be right back, right? Kingsley, we're going for a break.
Why is Talk?
Hey, Michael.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment. We bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live.
Yes, so we are back. Win a CPL line for you and your crew, or enjoy the game on your 75-inch flat screen TV, courtesy the Unit Trust Corporation. Invest from $200 in a new or existing TT or US dollar income fund for a chance to win. The more you invest, the more entries you earn. Hurry! Promotion ends September 4th. Invest in every innings and take win with the best rates in the market from TNT's largest mutual fund company. This promotion is NLCB approved. Terms and conditions apply. Looking to elevate your salad with authentic flavor? Check out EEL Ellie Pigs, handcrafted straight out of Tobago, made with 100% cholesterol-free goodness. Our premium tropical vinegar teas bring real island flavor to your table. Drizzle your tangy tamarind basmatic, splash on some zesty citrus bursts, or vibe with our signature tropical fusion on your salads. Maridin grills and chow. Taste the difference today. Grab your bottle and leading supermarkets nationwide, or connect with EEL LE Pig Z on social media, Facebook or Instagram pages. Eat well, feel well, live well. The home of tropical flavors. So I have some voice notes to play here, so let me just play the voice notes there quickly.
Kingsley, I'm the guy that called just now. There was talking about the asphalt and what and thing like that. And at the end of the contribution, I say, well, I want to keep up the good because I just listen to all the station from 9 till 8 on 91.1, and after I talk about something was some station, right? And I let you know, well, I is a supporter of the party, and I don't listen to no other radio station except 91.1 then. Okay? Thank you very much.
All right, caller, I have our next voice note to play here.
Not play the voice note.
Heavy and Kingsley, good afternoon again. I realize my phone call come through kind of muffy, but never mind. The message still come through. Now to the caller who speak about what we will be hearing coming up for the local election. All the government have to do to prevent this PNM from making any inroad back into office before that local election date and come around and the atmosphere change to go back to the poll. All the CPEP people and the corporation workers and them, the pay must be inside already. They have to pay them because right now as we speak, these people are easy to be influenced with any body that telling them to go bring back CPAP. Because here what is going on. Some of these people ain't getting the pay on time. You understand? But yeah, we're going on. We know the government's strapped for cash. We know what Dr. Rowley them do. But I know election, time again when we had to go to the poll for the local election, the government is going to have the country in a position where these people will not change their mind about where they are. Because you cannot afford to go back to CPAP to work for that small money and get contractor big money. That will never cut it. It's over $200 a day a CPAP worker working for now. But because of how the government's trapped for cash, we will have a little slow up on it. But that will be fixed. So we ain't looking out for Miss Beckles and then to talk about CPAP coming back or this coming back. To hell with the PNM not coming in this country and do nothing else more than disclose where they get money to build the Balize house, discuss where they put this $500 million US they borrowed to pay back in 5 years. What they did with that money. Where the change. We see the building going into Port Spain, put up out there, and by the grapefruit factory, had a construction going on there with some agency thing because all they wanted to thief, so they started that. PNM not coming back in office in this country, they'll be standing by to answer questions. Rest assured that will happen. Oh, not 5 years. It was in 30 years. 30 years. They had to pay back that money in 30 years. Corrected, please. So I hope the two boys don't play.
Yeah.
Yeah, Heavy, the caller who calling I wanted to call, he wasn't here, I was speaking about.
Oh.
Because the caller calling talk about the radio station and he listened to this radio from 6 to 8.
I know you're the day I was talking about.
No. Yeah, the day I was talking about,
yeah,
so I just want to correct him now. Right? Yeah. If we talk heavy, we can hear going.
Look, not today.
We are Obi with us here. Obi, we're going on with your partner.
Obi, what line is
Obi on. Obi on 4.
On 4?
Yeah, per on 1 man.
All right, so check it.
Pleasant good afternoon. Pleasant good afternoon, fellas.
Right. We here. So what's up, Obi?
Well, I
was what's going on in the car
watching the show.
Yeah.
Heavy and my son. Laughing. He say, Daddy, there's rile up Uncle Heavy blood pressure boy. But great topic, and I want to tell Heavy thank you for bringing clarity to the people, because a lot of people don't know that we lost a lot of brothers and sisters through gang warfare, and they don't understand that the main culprit of it was fighting for URP contracts. So thank you for educating them on that. I appreciate that.
Caller?
Correct.
A course or you
No, that's all. Just before we go for the course, let me just get them some of these. Right. I fully understand that the people who don't like what I'm saying, right? The reason why you don't like what I'm saying, because it's hurting your feelings. Somebody need to hurt your feelings. Somebody need to bring reality check to you. So you can understand that you're being fooled, hoodwinked, bamboozled by the PNM. Ask yourself, where is your life today? If you are living any better after the 9 years of the PNM that you have voted for and supported, has your life improved under Dr. Rowley, Colin Imbert, and that bunch of misfits? Have your life improved? Did the country get better? Was roads improved? Was home improvement? Was employment improved? Was the hospital care improved? Tell me what improved in your life under the 9 years of the PNM. That you had to come and cuss and get on to defend it. All you was getting was a Minsley hungry $5.50 a fortnight and a hard working sweat in the hot sun CPAP for $87 a day or $89. And is that you fighting for? The PNM give you nothing else. And they give you that to keep you at bay. They give you that for you to hush him out and say nothing. But have your life really improved? Did your life improve? Is the country in a better place? Has murders and crime and gang culture and criminality came down under the PNM? Did Trinidad and Tobago become a better place under the PNM? If you could say yes to that, then it's okay for you to cuss me. But for the people who said no, listen and understand facts over feelings. Let's take some calls. Caller.
Caller, you're live.
Yes, good afternoon, caller. I'll press the caller. We're going to the phone lines. 6224911, 6224911, 3944911. I'm going to play this thing one time.
Any views or opinions expressed are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
Kingsley, did your life improve under the PNM?
Never.
Did the country a better place under the PNM?
No. Let me get this story, Effie. If the call come in, take it.
Yeah.
Effie, they offer me URP. They put me as a foreman in the URP.
Yeah.
They give me a foreman play.
A foreman position.
Yeah, it's Kingsley.
Yeah.
They give me a foreman play. That was 840. 840 at 840 a fortnight. Yeah, 840. A worker man used to get 7 something a fortnight. 730, 720. I say, no, I don't want that job. Say, Kingsley, you think that you're smarter than all of them. Who you hold on with that? You hold on with that. At the end of the day, Heavy, I end up getting something better than URP. But what I'm saying, they offer me URP, but I don't know URP was it wasn't good. It's not healthy.
Yeah.
I didn't want that.
There's gay that hush him out.
Don't hush him out.
It has crumbs and hush him out.
It has hush him out.
Yeah.
Heavy, what they do me on national radio, they call where I'm working, they call where I'm living, they call where I'm eating, they say Marlene gave me a job, they say Jacona gave me a job. They were just making allegations. They don't know nothing. Only I know. And they say the worst would take it.
Yeah. Oh, good. They go on. Go ahead. Continue.
The worst, Heavy. They say the worst. And I'm happy now I stand tall here. And it hot in them to see me here. They expect me to be cussing the UNC. Come here, wicked. You ain't get Kingsley nothing. After 10 years.
Let's see.
Look how you see, Heavy. They're going back with some tape it and showing on David Welch. In a house, it wouldn't be perfect. In a house, you might talk, you might.
Those tapes was old tapes when David Welch was with the.
No, I'm not saying that that's going back heavy. They're looking for things. They're looking for angle. They're looking for anything heavy.
Yeah.
They're looking for anything. You understand?
Yeah.
But remember that play Older City was about Gypsy for 30 something years when he was at UNC, and as he lead the UNC, Senator Obika when he was a UNC African UNC.
Yeah.
Bye.
Caller. Yes, caller.
A device.
Kingsley used to cause Kamala to wash him out.
Caller.
That why you will never call him. Because he's not learning. And he will never learn. Your mother support a party for 40 years and look how you behaving. 40 years, your mother support a party. You just like a PNM supporter. Your mother just like a PNM supporter. 40 years, you cussing people. Me? And jealous.
Thank you very much, Kingsley. Thank you, Aleph. Much appreciated, right?
Yeah.
Love in the house.
Jealous, man. Jealous and envy, man. Oh, try you, man. Get up, man. Get up.
I solve the same question now because we're under UNC more than a year now. Have it come any better yet? Hey, PNM
nothing to
UNC
show.
All of this shit. We gotta get rid of the toll. Good afternoon.
I'm apologize for that voice. No,
the phone is. Where's the phone? Give me that phone. Let me get rid of that person one time.
You mean?
No, leave it.
No, get rid of it.
Always, you never
Caller.
want that voice, nothing to get in that issue. Get rid of that.
Caller. No, not ready. Caller.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my boss. The vex with Kingsley because he said help to the old lady bar. They couldn't handle that.
Yeah. I told Marlene back too.
Yeah.
I told Jacona back too. All with them support party for years. For years, the children cussing all over the place. The children hungry. The children looking dirty. The Castle Kingsley does look dirty. The Castle Kingsley hungry.
Yeah,
I think I stupid. Yeah? They're calling out war. Oh, Hall, they get a house on that the PNM. So you could call him and cuss Kingsley.
Kingsley, the caller stuck. Oh, Lord.
Look at
What's that called?
they block them. You have to block them. Right now, I'm blocking people on Facebook and all. I no heavy. I feel them. Heavy. I blocking them now. No, I never used to block them. You know. Yeah. Block them. I never used to block them. You know. But no, I blocking them.
Yes.
Reporter.
Yeah, man. Good afternoon again. Good afternoon. Just come across kind of muffled when I listen back. The area was past.
No, it was good. It was
come
good.
Across good, man.
It was good. We both two things: the call and the voice note.
Yeah, man. Well, I want to say Kingsley, don't let them people come and contaminate your spirit, brother. Watch. Let me tell you something. Remember, the propaganda machine include insult and attack.
Reporter.
And remember one of the things.
Reporter, I was never done. I was never done by the Red House shouting that Stuart Young will be the next prime minister of this country. How could that. No, I'm just saying something. How could anyone could say that? I have it on tape. How anyone could say that? How a UNC supporter could go by the Red House and born Stuart Young will be the next prime minister of this country? You go ahead, reporter. Sorry about
that. Anyhow, we're going on. Now remember the mantra of the PNM is just to call radio. You're not going to make no sense. Just call. Don't mind if they insult. They're taking all kind of embarrassment. So what we have to do is keep things rigid, and every you doing the right thing. You keeping the program in alignment where these people would not make no sense. And I want to say something here. You see, pertaining to the local election, the only how the PNM could come and say they will bring back CPEP and Europe. You see, if when the election time come around and we still having problem to give these people the salary, because right now I know the government is strapped for cash, but the cash will be short. And you CPEP workers, if you all buy that and go back to PNM because of a program such as CPEP with that small money, right? All you do make God out, all you thought and do that kind of madness, it's $200 and something a day again. The government strapped for cash because they cut out the middleman and they deliver it all there and the treasury straight. Give the government a chance, all the money safe. Once the government owe you, or once you owe the government, you have to pay. The same thing by versa. The government owe you, they have to pay you. So that they can't come in no campaign and we're going to bring back CPEP and pull back no workers. All the government has to do is make sure time the election, all these people's salary running on time. Good afternoon.
All right, reporter, thank you very much.
Didn't Khadija Amin clear up that? The reason why the salaries were late?
She did clear up that.
And she said that she is going to be implementing something soon to work alongside the people who are responsible for making the salaries be paid late. It is not something that the government is doing. It's the people who are responsible for paying it out is deliberately delaying it.
Correct. All right, people. So we gotta do what our program to work.
Yeah, but before you go, I wanted to find out something because you're still here.
I'll go now. I will now.
I know.
Kingsley,
is how much you said was the pay for URP? A fortnight?
A fortnight, 5 something. 540 when I did know about it.
You know why I asked that question? Because as much as I know about CPAP and URP being small money, I don't actually know the figures. And when I heard him say that, I was like, wait. I said, so this is what this big jalapalo is for?
Yeah, 550 a fortnight.
550 a fortnight.
And then what? Sometimes that 550 for the month because the first fortnight you had to give the man who put
which I know,
the money.
but what I'm saying
or
is
you had to give them half the money.
Yeah. Kingsley and every, what I'm saying is if that is the case, then a private sector job paying more than that.
Of course.
Of course. That what tell
so why? So that's what I fight.
Yeah, and CPAP was $89 a day.
I done.
Because heavy say
the girl who working Domino's working for plenty more money.
Heavy say when you was
my friend want to tell you about. Yeah.
Heavy say when he was getting that check, that URP check. Even if you go no work, he just home collecting that money. Let's get
but that's
lazy.
What's going on with my friend.
Lazy.
And she got
the. It make your mind lazy.
Yeah, she got the opportunity.
I'm close up.
Yeah, everyone to go. Everyone.
Yeah,
until tomorrow, I'll be back here same time, same place, hopefully with David Welch on Under the Radar. Up next, we have Kingsley and Obi with the wrap-up. So keep a look right here to Talk City 91.1 FM.